All right, we are here at Loveland Magazine talking about an active shooter situation and what you should do in instances of that nature. I am here with, please introduce yourself.
Hi there, I'm Officer Jesse Moore with the Loveland Police Department. I am the school resource officer at the high school.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for coming.
Sure, glad to be here.
And who are you?
I am Deputy Chief Mike Books, the Loveland Sims Fire Department. I am the EMS Chief of Operations.
Okay. Obviously, this is a very, very important topic right now in our day and age, and we thought it would be a good idea to share with everyone what you would do if an active shooter was to come into a school, a church, a public place. So let's start off with you. Say you're in Loveland High School and there's students and there's teachers and there's staff. What should we be teaching them in an active shooter situation?
Yeah, really the number one thing is to be aware. You want to be aware of your surroundings. In the high school, we do a program that's called ALICE. So alert, lockdown, inform, confront, and evacuate. That's the term for ALICE. It's taught to all the students. It's also taught to all the high school staff as well. It's a popular training that they use for businesses as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, because, I have brothers and sisters, and I know that's a very important topic right now, especially with the elementary kids, just because their mindset isn't there like the high schoolers. Now, is there any differences in regards to church congregations? Are they instructed to do a similar type of thing, or is it a little different?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We're kind of coming up with a program that's out there from the Department of Homeland, and it's basically called Run, Hide, Fight. And it's a simple, little more simpler format, and it's for all uses of different types of businesses, churches, also government organizations, and any type of business that's out there, fast foods place, anything. So we're doing a PowerPoint presentation on that. It's about a 30-minute presentation, also has a little dramatization video in there as well.
Something that I'm curious about and that has really scared me a bit the last few instances, such as the bar incident, the concert, the country concert, kind of scared me into going into a public place. In a bar situation, say a suspicious looking person comes in, maybe you're the first one to recognize it. You know, in your opinion and with all your training, what do you think someone should look for, characteristics wise, in somebody that's coming in? And if you do think this person, might be an active shooter, what should be your first reaction?
Yeah, I tell everybody, as I said before, to be alert about what's going on in your surroundings. You walk in, you want to look for more than one exit. If there's an emergency, could be a fire, could be an active shooter in there. You're looking for more than one way to get out. Get your family out, your friends out, help others to get out of there. So what you're doing is you're looking for that exit. You're also looking around. Put the electronics down. I tell people, put those electronics down, put the phones down. Be aware of what's going on. Look at people, see what's going on. Look them in the eye. Some people will not look you in the eye. That's kind of a little thing that, gets my attention when I'm out there. You're also looking for just things that are different. What's not right with this picture? Is this person, do they look like they're really going in to get a coffee? Are they looking looking around? Are they checking out things too as well? The see something, say something is very big. It's not just about my set of eyes, it's everyone else's set of eyes.
Right. That's very good advice. Like I said, I'm curious, as well as I know a lot of our Loveland Magazine viewers. Quite frankly, right now, a lot of people are scared to go into certain situations. Do you think they really should be? I mean, do you think that we are progressing in what we should do, or what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think everybody needs to be aware of their surroundings and where they're going. Just going to the grocery store, you have to know what's going on. You have to be, you got to keep yourself safe as well as others. If you have your family members there, yeah, it should always be a concern in the back of your head. I live in the world of the what ifs. I mean, we have to live in the what ifs. What do we do? What if this situation occurs? I'm going through that every day when I'm at the high school. What happens if this person walks in? What if a student does this? I'm always paying attention. So yes, we do have to live in that world, unfortunately.
Okay. So A question that we kind of thought about before you guys got here that really raised some eyebrows between me and David are there expectations for a male versus a female if an active shooter situation broke out? Are there any differences? We were just really curious as to are there different expectations?
Um, I don't think so. I think male or female, we all need to react in the same way. There's kind of a theory out there. It's called the 10-80-10 theory. 10% of the people will step up, make the right decision immediately under stress. 80% will have a difficult time making that quick decision in a situation that's very difficult. And the last 10% will make the wrong decision. It could make things worse. So kind of if you want to be in that 10%, never want to be in that 80, the first 10. So everybody should react the same way, kind of in those things that I've already said, about being aware of your situation, looking, seeing, saying something.
Okay. Awesome. And what we really want to get into now is the first aid techniques. What are you teaching people now that maybe we weren't taught 5 years ago? What should people be learning?
Well, the big thing now is in 2015, the White House rolled out a Stop the Bleed program. And really, it didn't really take hold until just recently with all the shootings going on publicly. So the Lebanon Fire Department has trained all of our paramedics in the Stop the Bleed program. And right now we're going to be going out to all the high priority places, the schools and the churches and some of the businesses in Lebanon and Sims. And we're going to be teaching the staff and that how to stop the bleed, either by direct pressure, packing a wound, application of a tourniquet. And then, as you said, some of the things that have changed in the last 5 years or so is the application of the tourniquets. A lot of research has been done and was taught before that was the last thing that you've done is apply a tourniquet, but now it's being taught that apply a tourniquet first because that'll stop the bleeding relatively fast. It's not going to do damage to the limb like it was recently taught. And then a lot of companies are selling these packages of stop the bleed kits that businesses and then the homeowners, everybody can stock in their car. They come equipped with like gauze, rubber gloves, a tourniquet. So
Now, are these things that have just now come into effect, or have these been used yet? Obviously not in Loveland, but in active shooter situations and have proven success with them.
yes, they have. The tourniquets have got a lot of use, especially with the the recent wars that have gone on. That's really where a lot of the research has come around with the application of the tourniquets. We haven't used anything. We have used tourniquets here in Loveland on some runs, but more so like out in Las Vegas where the shootings have taken place. They've seen a lot of use of the tourniquets and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. My last question, and honestly, it's just something that I think a lot of people are curious about. Can either one of you name a time that maybe you were in one of these situations and you personally had to either use this technique or use some of the things that you just talked about? I'll start with you first.
Fortunately, I've not been in that situation where I've had to use a stop the bleed kit. To kind of hit on what Chief Books was talking about with the tourniquet and the stop the bleed, all our officers now have the tourniquets that we carry on us. We're all trained in the stop the bleed, the techniques and how to use that. I personally at the high school, I have a vest kit on, and I'm able to carry a stop the bleed kit on me as well, and I have one in my office.
Okay.
So I thank goodness I've not had to been in that situation where I've had to use a tourniquet, but it's there. We've been trained if we need to use it.
That's great. That's really good to know. And what about you?
Just the same.
Same.
Yeah. So.
And you guys have to carry one each, everybody?
Yeah, all our trucks are we carry the tourniquets. We also carry active shooter bags on all our EMS units and our one command vehicle. So, and all our people have been trained in the active shooter event. We are going to be participating with the Loveland PD here in a upcoming training over the active shooter drill, just so we can, work a little bit more cohesively between each other.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to add or, let our Loveland Magazine viewers know in regards to maybe something I haven't hit on or just anything in general?
Sure. One of the great things is, I was talking about earlier, we do have that PowerPoint presentation where they can request to have a Loveland police officer come out and maybe do a presentation to their group or to their business or their organization. We're looking forward to possibly putting it on our website as well, the Loveland Police. If people have questions, they can reach out to me. and I'll be glad to help them out with questions or direct them in the right place.
Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, like I said, we do the Stop the Bleed program. Like I said, we're going to start out with the schools and a couple of the other high priority places, but then probably by midsummer or late fall, we're going to be offering it to the public. So,
Okay, okay. This has been very enlightening. I'm sure a lot of parents feel a lot better after hearing this. I know after everything, I was like, I think I'm going to homeschool my kids, but now I feel a lot more comfortable, and hopefully all the viewers here have enjoyed the interview, and hopefully feel a lot better about going into, you know, a Starbucks or a church or a public venue, and feeling a lot more safe.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, we are.